Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the 360 Degree Weather Report, brought to you by Pedal or Die Bicycle Works. I'm your host, Mark Stadelman. Welcome on this February 4th, 2023 day here in what they call sunny Southern California. But that's just where I live. That's how it worked out. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. I call Toluca Lake home. Although the Toluca Lake I grew up in is slowly disappearing. They're replacing the nice homes that were built in the 20s and 30s with marble mausoleums. There's a sidewalk, and there used to be a front lawn and a house. Now the mausoleum wall comes right up to the sidewalk, and I'm pretty sure when I go back home and to the house I grew up in, and I sit across the street on the curb, I'm pretty sure a security guard's going to come out and say, "Hey, you can't be here," which of course will incite the police to come and everybody get all bent out of shape that a guy riding a bike can't sit next to the house across the street and look at the house he grew up in. My first driver's license was at that house, and I'll probably get really pissy if that happens in my own neighborhood. I'll probably get arrested too. That'd be cool, but that's the way the neighborhood's become. It's taking the old, like on the corner, two houses up from us. Mrs. Babcock lived there to 103. Mrs. Babcock's husband was a producer guy in early Hollywood. Built a little house there, and he went way, way before his time, and of course, way before her. She was a great lady, great neighbor, and I believe they built a house like the house I built at 10447 Whipple Street. We bought the house from the guy that built it. We built it in between 1926 and 1928. We bought it in the summer of 1963. My father ended up selling it to his friend, my godfather, Fritz Holzer. And the people living in the house today bought it from Fred Holzer, his Americanized name. Fritz was from Austria. And friends with my father since the beginning of time. I don't know if they met on the boat or not. They don't tell me those stories, never did, and now they're both gone, so never know. So we're out here riding, and I'm thinking it should be time for a word from our sponsor, Pedal or Die Bicycle Works. We don't see any real way to make money doing this YouTube thing. We have an online store. We have Pedal or Die merchandise. I own the trademark Pedal or Die. It's a registered trademark. So I'm stuck with that. I can't bootleg anything because I bootleg their own stuff. Nobody seems to bootleg my stuff because I'm not big enough to bootleg or make cheap knockoffs of. There's no value in Pedal or Die today. I've tried to make it valuable, but it's just been what you call a hobby business. Kept me alive, kept me interested, kept me going, because without it, I think you sit behind your desk or you sit at your job station or whatever it is, and you just think about putting, just going. Why? There's no reason. Life becomes untenable and unnecessary in your case if you're going to do the same thing every day, make money for other people. So I've always looked at it like this. If you lend me $1 million in a year from that date, I will be taking you out to a nice dinner at Taco Bell with the last $50 of your $1 million. Because I'm good, but I'm not that good. If I went to work for you, I'd make you $1 million over and over and over again. But I believe in every sense, as I sat there at my desk, I wouldn't get compensated at all for what I did. And it's been proven true. I've made $1 million, but it's proven true over and over time. I'm not valuing it. It doesn't work out. I don't give myself to any employer because he's paying me a salary. I need to be inside. I need to be kept alive. I need to be kept thinking. I need to be kept motivated. And nobody does that because we're all looking out for ourselves. So I haven't yet put a team together to make this happen. It's really hard to do when you don't have enough money to put your own self together in the morning. So I get by, I survive. I'm very good at surviving, but I have yet to put Pedal or Die Bicycle Works into the realm of employees and sales goals and all these great things. We got to have a charity. We do all this stuff. Hey, each one and every one of us is trying to get through life the easiest way we know how. So if something's given away for free, we go take it. Hey, I'll take something for free every day. I got a free pair of socks. You meet me right here, I'll give you a free pair of socks. I got one in the bag right there. But that's not how life works. Nothing is free. My father told me a lot of things, and one of them I remember: you're going to work every single day for the rest of your life. Of the things I've forgotten, I wish that was one of them. So, Daddy, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You know, sometimes they should just shut their mouth, but he's Daddy, he's Father. You can't say that. Hey, Dad, shut up. So that's a nice way to end the weather report. So we'll do it this way. Mid-60s, mid-40s here in Ventura on the California coast. Mostly that for the rest of the week. We have a little drop into the upper 50s for a couple days, but still mid-40s at night. We have a nice 7 to 10 mile an hour wind right now. Doing great. I'm off to work. I'm in my 15-mile ride right now. I'm going to get on the bus in a few minutes up to Ojai, work my 5-hour shift, and then tonight we're riding another 30 miles to get back home down the Ojai Valley Trail, which is really the Ventura River Parkway Trail, which is a combination of the Ojai Valley Trail and the River Park Trail. So